everybody, and welcome to the Chicagoland Speedway, and this is the beginning of the chase for the Season 4 Budweiser All-Pro Series Championship. And it is going to prove to be a good one, hopefully, just like it was last season. We got 16 drivers going for the Final Four at FTF Speedway. 3 eliminator rounds. Who will be the Final Four heading into FTF Super Speedway? You'll never know. The first 3 rounds is known as the Challenger Round. That is correct. The Challenger Round is now, and it's gonna consist of the 3 racetracks that we're going to, which is here Chicago, Watkins Glen next week, and then Iowa will be the last race of the Challenger Round. So without further ado, you saw who the chase drivers are. Jake Haynes, John Cittadino on the front row. John Cittadino setting a good example for chase drivers, as he looks to be the only chase driver in the top 10. 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, no, there's only 2 chase drivers in the top 10. That's Cittadino on the front row and Trent Dunham back there in 9th place. Let's get this thing going with the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
There you go. The command to fire the engines has been given. These drivers warming up their cars now. Here they come off of pit road. We're going to go racing for 27 laps here at Chicago, and in hopes of having a very, very good chase. But the chase driver starting in the rear of the field as well. So we're just going to have to wait and see how good these cars can be. I've run test races here. These cars do wreck, so you got to watch out for cautions as well as pit stops. Hopefully we'll have a good race and not see a bunch of cautions, but you never know, because these cars on the start do get 3 wide and then they will push up right into the wall. So, Cittadino on the front row. He's the first of our chase drivers. The first of 16 chase drivers in the field. There you see Trent Dunham in the 1. Now let me explain to you, much like it was last season. If you get a win if a chase driver wins a race in any of the chase rounds, they will automatically be locked into the next round. So here we go, getting ready for the start. Green flag is out. We're underway here at Chicago. John Cittadino did not get quite a good start there. We already have a battle for the lead. Here comes O'Neal Belvin. The caution flag is already out. We have a wreck on the backstretch, and it includes Nick Altendorf, Daniel Voiles, and Jessica Villanueva down the back straightaway. We do have an accident already. Caution flag is out. And leading onto the line is O'Neal Belvin. So chase drivers already getting into trouble here. Chase drivers already getting into trouble here at Chicagoland. It looks like Jessica Shelton may have gotten involved in it as well. And it looks like the 10-car Silver Fox is in it as well. But alright, we're going to go take a look and see what happened to bring out the first caution of the day on lap number 1. Alright, so here's what happens to bring out the first caution. You see in the back, Peter Salviano turns Dusty Allen down onto the apron. Allen comes back up, hits the side of the 7. Sends the 7 car up into the 4. And then so the 4 car got a piece of it too, of Steve Pollard. That's where Shelton got her right side damaged. Silver Fox is involved, and that's where you see Villanueva down on the inside sliding down the track. So this is what happens to bring out the first caution, and it involves 3 of the 16 chasers. Not a very good start for these drivers, but they still have two more weeks to try to get above the top 12. So let's go back up for the restart. Alright, welcome back here to the Chicagoland Speedway, where you see the 42 of Dusty Allen has retired because of a gearbox problem. Now, in other news, the 7 car of Daniel Voiles, who was the points leader, the overall points leader before the chase started, is now 1 lap down, along with the 10 of James Silverfox. The 3 car is able to stay on the track right here, but most likely will be slow. So here's your top 10. It's O'Neal Belvin, Larry Hagan, Charles Jackson, Jake Haynes, Trent Dunham, Carson Gum, Zachary Fitzwater, Cody Hagan, Chaser, Justin Adino, Chaser, and Preston Plord, Chaser as well. So here we go, coming to the restart here at Chicago. Pace car is in, so apparently it's the 34. I saw the 34 car go in the pit road in the back. Green flag is back out. And as you can see very well that the 10 and the 7 are off the pace. And now these cars are gonna try to split them. Citadino's getting caught. Now these cars are definitely trying to split that number 7. But we do have a breakaway at the front of the field. Whoa, the 22 car almost turned the 18 off the corner. Here comes the 2 of Jake Haynes and the 22 on the outside. They're going to try to split Charles Jackson going down the back straightaway. That's going to allow O'Neal Belvin in the 18 car to actually get a good decent amount lead ahead. But here comes Trent Dunham. He's the current highest of the chasers. Trent Dunham looking to try to win a championship after just missing out of it last season. Now Trent stuck on the hot side as here comes the rest of the drivers. Here comes Cody Hagan. He's the second highest chase driver right now, and that number 48 machine. Cody Hagan trying to come in. 15 car. Look at the 27 car. Dive underneath on the flat to try to get around the 22. He's gonna have. I think he might have a problem unless he's just slow. 27 car lost a hell of a lot of speed. He's losing all of those positions as Carson. Battle up at the front here. Battle for the lead. O'Neal Belvin on the outside. The 2 Haynes on the inside. Who's going to have it coming to the line? On the outside, the drag race. I think the 2 got it that time. Yes, the 2 car got it. Now heading off into turns numbers 1 and 2. Now it's going to be Haynes taking the lead. Pole sitter back to the front here at Chicago. We have 27 laps of racing. We're on lap 10. We are getting ever so closer to finding out who the winner of the first race in the chase will be. Hardly anybody pit. I know a couple people who did, but others did not. So how will that play into effect as we're coming close to pit stops? Here comes Dunham looking to the inside of the 22 car for the 3rd position. But I think he's going to lose a little bit of speed because the high side does get a very good run in these corners. Now Trent has his buddy Charles Jackson behind him, but Charles is looking a little lower. The 10 car, or the 1 car, got into the side of the 22 a little bit. Oh, the 22 of Larry Hagan got into the wall there. He's going to lose a couple more spots, but Trent Dunham picks up the 3rd position out of all that. Now a couple of chasers working together down low here. He gives Cody Hagan and Preston Plord. Now remember how close Preston Plord was last season as well to winning the championship. He switched over from Front Row Motorsports to Michael Waltrip Racing after that, and he has made the chase again. It's a 3-car breakaway up at the front, but these 2 cars back here are fighting it out. It's Haynes, Fitzwater, Dunham, Jackson, Cody Hagan, the leaders, as we're going to take a quick commercial break. And we will be back right after this. And welcome back to the Chicagoland Speedway, where here we go, we're having pit stops. Pit stops, the beginning of pit stops is starting right here, right now. Couple cars stayed out of pit road. And Larry Hagan is one of them that stayed out. Hagan stayed out. These cars lost a lot of speed because they had to slow down. There's the previous race winner. Or by that I mean last year's winner of this race, which was Stephen Pollard III. He won here to get himself further along in the chase. Unfortunately, he is not in the chase this season. Larry Hagan's not coming to pit road. It looked like Poteet wasn't going to come, but he made a last-minute decision. So here we go. Cars coming in pit road. Pit road is quite a busy place. You know, wrecks can happen on pit road, so it's gonna be safe to say to try to find out who's gonna be the leader when they come off of pit road, as cars do. As I'm scrolling up through the field here to see who the first car was off pit road. Look at Trent Dunham! Dunham passing people on the above the white line. Trent Dunham. That will be deemed legal. Here comes Dunham trying to move the 2 car out of the way. Trent Dunham, wow, that is, I cannot believe the amount of speed that Trent Dunham had. And it was all legal. NNSCRA has deemed it legal. Here comes a couple of lapped cars, so it will be the 2 Jake Haynes that will have the lead. Haynes will have the lead, and then there's the 10 of Silver Fox, who's slow as well. So Dunham got out ahead of the 9 of Fitzwater, takes over the 3rd position. Or it takes over the 2nd position, excuse me. So now Dunham trying to get a good finish here for the start of this chase. Dunham could very well be the points leader in this chase. Jake Haynes, now the leader. He's approaching the lapped car. He's approaching the 10. Right now, we have 10 laps to go here at the Chicagoland Speedway. The 10 car is holding up the 2. Here comes Dunham. He's going to cut to the very inside. Oh, but Dunham, does he have a run? Will he have enough of a run to try to get underneath the 2? He is trying. The 1 car, trying to get the run off the corner. Oh, he is right there on his back bumper now. Thanks to the 10 car. The 1 trying to get, he's going to try to get the lead on the 2. All it's going to take is a little bit of a slip up. And when these cars start getting racy, the 9 car will take advantage. Two car slips up a little bit. Here comes Dunham a little bit lower on the racetrack, trying to get a good run off the corner. Here we go. 8 laps to go. Oh, if Dunham can win this race, he will automatically clinch his spot in the next round. Here comes Dunham underneath the 2 of Haynes going down the back straightaway. Haynes got a better run off the corner, but Dunham still has the nose underneath them. Oh, they're both fighting it pretty bad. Off the turn number 4, Trent Dunham won't have him cleared, but he will lead the lap. I don't do bonus points, by the way, when I calculate points, so wherever you finish is the amount of points you'll get. Trent Dunham will take the lead off of turn number 2 with 7 laps to go. And just as I said, as they got racy, here comes that number 9. The question will remain is, do these drivers have enough fuel to make it? They went quite a long ways before they had to make pit stops before. Oops. I'm wondering what happened to O'Neal Belvin. O'Neal Belvin had a very strong race car, led the first laps, and now he's all the way back in 38th. It must have something to do with a pit stop or something. But here we go. Trent Dunham is the leader, but Jake Haynes is catching him again, and so is the 9 of Zachary Fitzwater. 5 laps to go here at Chicago, and Trent Dunham is the leader, and look who's company. The top 3, the 1, the 2, and the 9, all trying to get the win here today. Dunham has taken away Jake Haynes' line. Dunham has said, if you're going to run up here, then I'm going to run up here too. He's going to try to force the 2 to pass him on a line he's not used to using. to try to get the win. We have not seen Trent Dunham go to victory lane since Las Vegas, since race number 3 of Las Vegas earlier in the season. In season 3, Trent Dunham was a 5-time winner. Now he's barely a first time. Here comes the 2 diving off into the corner. The 2 diving it off into turn number 1, into turns 3 and 4. And I think he will have him, no, he won't have him cleared. Look at the 9. Here comes the 9 on the inside line. Dunham in jeopardy of losing 2 spots now. 3 laps to go here at Chicago. And we have a new race leader. It is the number 2 of Jake Haynes. Haynes was able to run him back down. The 9 car did not get a good entry in the corner, so he will not make any kind of advances. But here comes Dunham. Dunham going to try to dive it off beneath the 9, but he can't make it clear. Here he goes, tries it again. 2 to go. The 9 car got a better run off the corner. The 2 car slipping up just that little bit, but I don't think it'll be enough. He started on pole. He's got the lead back again. Coming down into turns 3 and 4. Jake Haynes in the 2. We'll see the white flag. 1 lap to go for Jake Haynes. Trent Dunham thought he could hold him off. Trent Dunham sailed his race car into turns 1 and 2. The 9 car cannot catch him. Trent Dunham going to try to battle for the second spot again. He's going to try to get him. But Jake Haynes started on pole. Is going to go coast to coast. Jake Haynes wins here at Chicagoland. And Zachary Fitzwater beat Trent Dunham for the second position. But still a very, very good run for that number 9 team. Or excuse me, for that number 1 team. I forgot about that. Great drive for that number 1 team. Finishing 3rd, the highest finishing chase driver. And the race is complete. Congratulations to Jake Haynes. Congratulations to Jake Haynes as he is the winner of the GEICO 500. I said GEICO 500. GEICO 400, excuse me. I'm a little slow today. Bear with me. Oops. Okay, so, as I'm going to do like I usually do, and I'm going to take a picture so I can do the points manually. Congratulations to Jake Haynes. You see the 2 car coming into play. Not a very good run for a couple drivers like Citadino, him, Daniel Voiles, the 3 of Altendorf. They are not very good. Not a very good run today at Chicagoland. But you never know what can happen next week at Watkins Glen. Congratulations to Jake Haynes for winning. Here comes your point standings at the end of this race. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe to this race if you loved it. Please, season 4 signups, season 5 signups for the Budweiser All Pro Series will be at the end of the season because I can't spare the cars because this, anyways. Yeah, so season 5 signups will be at the end of right after FTF Speedway. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week at Watkins Glen where Chris Washer will be joining me. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next week at Watkins Glen until we meet again.